Good morning, students. Today we are going to study about 6th standard social science, civics, unit 1, understanding diversity, part 2. So students, listen carefully. In case of any doubts, make a note of it, which will be clarified on the day of reopening. Now let's recall the session 1 of understanding diversity. What do you mean by diversity? Diversity means difference or variety. It is a state of being different from each other. Next, we have seen about types of diversity: landforms and lifestyle diversity, social diversity, religious diversity, cultural diversity, and linguistic diversity are the different types of diversity. India has different types of landforms and various types of weather patterns. So India is known as subcontinent. The different types of landforms are mountains, plateaus, plains, rivers and seas. The different types of weather patterns are sunny, cloudy, stormy, snowy, rainy and windy. Next is social diversity. Social diversity includes interdependence and coexistence, family and society. For the basic needs of food, water, electricity, education and housing, the people depend on each other in their community. Next is religious diversity. India is the birthplace for many religions and has become the home of many religions. Hinduism, Islam, Jainism, Buddhism, Sikhism, Zoroastrianism and Christianity are the religions flourish in India. Students, are you clear with the previous session? Now let's enter into today's session. Students, how do you communicate with your family members, in schools with your friends? We use some medium of expression, that is language. Language provides a means of communication among and between individuals and groups that serves as a vehicle for expressing thoughts and feelings. Now let's come to the topic linguistic diversity. First we can see the meaning of linguistic. Linguistic is the scientific study of the language, analysis of language form, language meaning and language in context, which means that you will learn about many aspects of human language including sounds, words, sentences and meaning. Are you clear, students? Next is India is a multilingual country. There are different types of languages spoken by the people in India. According to the Census of India 2001, India has 122 major languages and 1599 other languages. Once again I repeat, student, India has 122 major languages and 1599 other languages. Next is language families. India has 4 major language families. There are Indo-Aryan, Dravidian, Austroasiatic and Sino-Tibetan. Students, do you know Tamil is the oldest Dravidian language? Next, students, do you have any idea for different language families in India? The reason is historically the Portuguese, the French, the Dutch, the Danish and the British came to India for trade and their occupation of India. Finally, what happened? They left behind a certain impact upon the culture and language of people. That's why the India has different language families. Students, you know that the British ruled over the India for over 300 years before independence in 1947. So during the British period, the English language gained prominence in India. Otherwise, the English language flourished in India. In due course, English has become as an important language and a medium of instruction in schools and colleges. Finally, English is widely used in official communication and daily life. Students, do you know the Constitution of India recognizes 22 languages as official languages? Once again, I repeat, students, there are 22 languages as official languages are recognized by Government of India. Students, next we can learn about classical languages of India. The Government of India declared 6 languages as the classical languages in India. There are Tamil, Sanskrit, Kannada, Telugu, Malayalam and Oriya. Tamil was declared as classical language in 2004. Similarly, Sanskrit in 2005, Kannada in 2008, Telugu in 2008, Malayalam in 2013 and Oriya in 2014. Children, in your book it is given as 2016 but the correct year is 2014. So make a correction in your book. Students, once again I repeat, the Government of India has declared Tamil as the first classical language in 2004. Next we can see about top 5 languages spoken in India as per 2011 census. Overall, 43.63% people speaks Hindi. Next, 8.30% people speaks Bengali. Then 6.93% people speaks Telugu. Next, 7.09% people speaks Marathi and 5.89% people speaks Tamil. Students, next we can move on to cultural diversity of India. The term culture refers to customs and practices of people, their language, their dress code, cuisines which means food, religion, social habits, music, art and architecture. Otherwise, culture refers to social behavior and practices of particular society. Students, are you clear? So students, the culture of a group of people is reflected in their social behavior and interaction. Each and every group identified posted by social patterns is unique to a group. Next we can see about art and architecture. Art and architecture are an integral part of every community. Art and architecture styles is different from each and every states of India. It develops as a part of culture and traditions of a community. Let us know about some important architecture monuments of India. First is Pragadiswara Temple from Tanjore. It is one of the largest South Indian temple. Was built by Rajaraja Chola in a Dravidian architecture style. Students, next is St. Thomas Cathedral Basilica Church in Chennai. This church was built in the 16th century by Portuguese explorers. Next is Taj Mahal. It is an immense mausoleum of white marble built in Agra. Between the period of 1631 to 1648 by order of the Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan. Taj Mahal is a Mughal architecture style. Next is Sanchi Stupa. It is one of the most ancient and famous Buddhist monument in India. The stupa was built in the 3rd century by the Mauryan Emperor Asoka in a Mauryan architecture style. It is located in Madhya Pradesh. Next is Gandaria Mahadev Temple. It is one of the prettiest, tallest and largest temple. It was built by the Chantela king Rajatanda Deva in 1015 BC in a Nagara style architecture. The Gandaria Mahadev temple is located in Madhya Pradesh. Next is Konark Sun temple. It was built by Narasingha Deva I in 13th century in a Galinga architecture style. It is located in Odisha. Next is Dilwara Jain Temple. These Jain temples were built by Vimal Shah and designed by Vatshabala between 11th and 16th centuries. It is located in Rajasthan. Next we can know about states and union territories of India. At present India has 28 states and 8 union territories. Make a change in your book, students. Each and every state has rich traditions and unique ways of artistic expression. Students, do you know Archaeological Survey of India found 60% of epigraphical inscription from Tamil Nadu. Most of these inscription are in the Tamil script, which means the most of this inscription are inscripted by Tamil language. Students, next we can learn about popular dances and music of India. In ancient times, dance was considered as a way to celebrate, worship, and also a gesture of thanksgiving and joy. Dances of India reflect its cultural richness. Students, music and dance works are related to each other. Students, first we can know about music of India. There are several styles of music practiced in India. Some styles of music are Hindustani music, Carnatic music, classical Tamil music, folk music, Lavani and Ghazal. There are songs from various languages composed by blending these different forms of music. Students, are you clear? Next we can see about dances of India. There are different styles of dances practiced in different states of India. First we can know about popular classical dances of India. The popular classical dance of Tamil Nadu is Bharatanatyam. Next, the famous classical dance practiced in Kerala is Kathakali. Then the Andhra Pradesh classical dance is Kuchipudi. Next, the popular classical dance in Karnataka is Yakshagana. Then, the most popular classical dance in Odisha is Odissi. Next, Manipuri is the classical dance in Manipur. Then, the famous classical dance in Assam is Satriya. And Kathak is the popular classical dance in North India. Students, next we can know about folk dances of India. First we can see about Tamil Nadu folk dances. Tamil Nadu has different types of folk dances. Karahatam, Oyilatam, Gummi, Terukuthu, Bommalatam, Puliyatam, Kolatam and Tappatam are some of the folk dances practiced in Tamil Nadu. Next is folk dances of Kerala. Theyam and Mohiniyattam are the famous folk dances in Kerala. Then Bhangra. It is the most popular folk dance in Punjab. Next, Jammu and Kashmir. Dunghal is the famous folk dance. Then Garba and Dandiya are the popular folk dances practiced in Gujarat. Next, the famous folk dances in Rajasthan are Kalbelia and Ghumar. Then Rasalila and Jolia are the folk dances practiced in Uttar Pradesh, and the famous folk dance in Assam is Bihu. Students, are you clear? Students, another important term mentioned in this lesson is unity in diversity. Unity in diversity means oneness in the varieties. India is the best country proving this concept for many years. India is a country where it is very clear to see unity in diversity because people of many religions, cultures and traditions live together. Diversity is visible in every aspect of life in India. We are united by the spirit of patriotism. Patriotism is about love of our country and the principles for which we stand. Our national symbol, such as the national flag and the national anthem, remind us our great nation and need to stay united. Celebration of landmarks events in India, such as Independence Day, Republic Day, and Gandhi Jayanti, every year brings us together and keeps the spirit of one nation alive within us. India is known for unity in diversity. Students, this prize was coined by Jawaharlal Nehru, the first Prime Minister of independent India, in his book Discovery of India. Next is the India has a multicultural society. India evolved as a single nation through common belief, customs, and cultural practices. The freedom struggle and the drafting of our constitution stands as more evidence to the spirit of unity of India. Students, do you know the historian and scholar B.A. Smith called India as a ethnological museum because India is a place of diverse races. Since ancient times, different races of the world came to India and settled here. Students, now let us see the textbook pages related to today's topic. First is linguistic diversity. According to the Census of India 2001, India has 122 major languages and 1599 other languages. Four major Indian language families are Indo-Aryan, Dravidian, Austroasiatic and Sino-Tibetan. Tamil is the oldest Dravidian language. Next is the Constitution of India recognizes 22 languages as official languages. The Government of India has declared Tamil as the first classical language in 2004. Apart from Tamil, 5 other languages have been declared as the classical languages by the Government of India. Next is cultural diversity. The term culture refers to customs and practices of people, their language, their dress code, cuisine, religion, social habits, music, art and architecture. Next is popular classical dances of India. Tamil Nadu, Bharatanatyam. Kerala, Kathakali. Andhra Pradesh, Kuchipudi. Karnataka, Yakshagana. Odisha, Odissi. Manipur, Manipuri. Assam, Satariya. North India, Kathak are the different types of classical dances practiced in India. Next is unity in diversity. Though diversity is visible in every aspect of life in India, we are united by the spirit of patriotism. Symbols such as the national flag and national anthem remind us of our great nation and the need to stay united. Celebration of landmark events such as Independence Day, Republic Day and Gandhi Jayanti every year brings us together and keeps the spirit of one nation alive within us. Students, do you know India is known for unity in diversity? This prize was coined by Jawaharlal Nehru, the first Prime Minister of independent India, in his book Discovery of India. V.A. Smith called India as an ethnological museum as a great variety of racial types exist. Students, I hope you understood this class. Now time for evaluation. Here are some evaluation questions. What do you mean by linguistics? Name the 4 major Indian language families. Define culture. List out some of the classical dances of India. Why is India called the land of unity in diversity? Students, try to answer these questions in your social notebook. Students, let us see about the human evolution in our next class.